Hello guys, today we are gonna do an interview with Mr. Mayor. So without waiting a long time, let's check it out. Check it out. Eh, sini. Hello, Mr. Mayor. Hello, Mr. Hello, Mr.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Can
yes.
you hear me? Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Mayor. We are from Primakar University. We are so
All
glad to
right.
have you here. Before we start, we want to introduce ourselves. My name is Vincent. Yeah, my name is Arikusuma. My name is Arya. Okay, we are excited to have you today. We are very grateful that you give us time. We know you are very busy, but you spare us a time. We are very grateful and we are very thankful. Before we start, can you tell us about what you have been doing lately? What keep you busy that you manage? Can you manage a time for us to have an interview with you?
First of all, because today is Saturday, so no work today.
Oh,
Um, so I just do my work Monday to Friday like normal, and I usually would have free time over the weekend for things like this.
oh, I see, I see. That's very exciting. I what I hear. Okay. Before we jump into the technical stuff, Uh, can you tell me what are you doing today? Maybe what you prepare for to have an interview with us?
What did I prepare for this interview? Do you mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I just prepared the rough answer to the questions that your friend has given me before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We just start to the question, okay?
Yeah. Feel
Okay.
free.
Okay. First question. So what you got into a full stack development? Was there a specific project or moment that made you think that, yeah, this is my path?
For me, in my case, it's not like some kind of moment made me think like this is the right path for me. But for me, it has always been my goal to start my career with full stack software development ever since before I start my bachelor studies. And for my first full stack project, after considering multiple stacks at the time, I chose to do it with Laravel. And now Laravel has been my comfort framework.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah, for me, I just like building software, converting ideas into execution and product. I just love building software.
Okay. Okay. And for the next question, are there any habits or little tricks that keep you on track and productive during the day?
Um, I'm a heavy coffee drinker, so you could say that I drink coffee every morning
Oh,
to get my focus ready. And coding is a very you would say sometimes it's boring when you're doing debugging tasks. So in between of the work, I try to read something whenever I feel bored with coding, and for like 5 minutes, and then I will jump straight back to work. Like I'll take a little quick breaks in between solving problems.
do you do a little workout or maybe during your break?
I do exercise after work like 2 or 3 times a week around 6 p.m. in the afternoon.
Okay, okay. And for the next question, what skills do you think are absolutely essential for someone to trying to go to full stack? Anything you wish you had learned sooner?
Um, the most important thing I should have learned sooner is um, understanding APIs, application programming interface, and how to integrate them. And a strong database design skills is also an important thing. So I wish I learned more about DevOps earlier, like Docker and CI/CD pipelines, things like that.
Okay. The next question will be asked by my friend. Okay.
All
Okay,
right, all right.
I want to ask three questions. Okay, disclaimer first, my English is so bad, so I'm sorry
It's
first.
okay. It's okay.
I want to ask asset of coding. What is other skill do you feel make a real difference for a full stack developer for the full stack developer? What is like soft skill? What is soft skill do you have for them?
Okay, the most underrated soft skills for a programmer is communication skills. I would say a lot of people in tech don't know how to explain the technical concepts to other non-technical person, and also problem solving skills and time management skills. As a developer, you need to um, very manage your time very carefully
Yeah.
to be effective and efficient. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. My communication is bad for me too, and that's why I want to ask Mr. Meor what we must have the soft skill that we must have to become a developer.
Yeah.
Okay, and for the next question, I want to. Okay, we're gonna back to the coding again. Is is now any recent tools or framework that you think every full stack developer must should know? And when it comes to job interview, are there any specific skill or project that help you stand out in that interview?
For the recent tools or frameworks, if you are into React, maybe you should try Next.js.
Next
If you
yes.
are if yeah if you are into React. And when it comes to job interviews, the knowledge of APIs would really help. A lot of employer really want to see that you can um, build and test APIs.
Or API.
Yeah, API is very important.
Okay.
And other skills, maybe like Git. Out of university, you should know already how to use Git. The platforms are either Bitbucket, GitLab, or GitHub.
GitHub.
Yeah.
Mm.
GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket.
Oh, GitHub, GitLab. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For the last question for me is as a full stack developer, how do you stay updated and proficient on both front end and back end technologies? Is there an approach you use to manage learning in such a broad field? In front end and back end, it have so much like framework or tech stack. So that's why I asked that.
Okay. For me, I read a lot of tech articles to stay up to date. Do you know tech articles? Currently, I'm using a browser extension called daily.dev to have easy access to the latest news. So basically, people all around the world create articles updating you about the latest news in the software development. For example, like in the blockchain domain or AI domain. So I try to read a lot of things, a lot of new things that happen in this industry.
Is there any platform you use to get much update or maybe community you join?
Um, Medium, you can search for dev.to. For my framework, I use Laracast for the forum
Lara.
and Laravel News, like for stack framework specific news.
Uh, oh, okay, okay. That's so
Yeah.
much for news. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mel. So, Angel. Okay,
All right.
so the next
Welcome.
question will be asked by Angel.
Questions from me is what's the tallest project you've worked on or the biggest hurdle you have had to overcome? How to get through it?
It was during my first project with Laravel around two years ago. Due to inexperience at the time, my code I introduced a lot of technical depths to my project, and a lot of data integrity problems that I had to fix little by little. Yeah. So I managed to fix the data integrity problem by identifying the root cause and determine where the damage has been done, and then fix from that area. It's very technical if you
Mm.
ask about the biggest hurdle.
That's
Yeah.
The last question from me is, how do you keep things smooth when working with other developers, designers, or project managers?
Um, since I'm still new in this new company, I think frequent communication is the key. And since I totally work from home, my only communication channel is through online meetings or Jira. Most companies use Trello or Jira to track their progress, so I need to learn how to leverage the tools effectively for effective communication with the team.
Okay.
Thank you for your answers. The next question will be asked by my friend.
Hello, Mr. Meor. My name
Hello.
is Arya. And, so I want to ask your advice. Right? So we are a newbie in a full stack developer. Can you give us advice or any common mistake we should avoid? So,
Um, okay. My advice is to focus on building small and meaningful projects first, instead of chasing every new technology. Get your basics right first. Because remember, that every new technology is built on top of old technology. And then my mistake during my earlier days would be I built the data structure around application logic, which is should be the other way around. You should try to build a software from a data structure perspective. So that means you should build application logic around the data structure.
okay, thank you, Mr. I want to ask you again. So can you tell us how you get your first client? Uh,
Uh, First client or first employer.
first employee.
Uh, First client. Dude, um, what is the question again? Where do I
Uh,
get my clients?
Tell your experience how you get your first client. Okay.
During my like I used to do freelance also and also used to get clients during my university year. Um, at the time, most of my clients are just friends to friends, word of mouth.
Yes, right.
I'm not using any particular platform. Yeah,
Yes, okay. Okay, thank you, Mr.
right.
I want to ask you last question. Where do you think full stack development is headed in the next few years, in the future?
Um, I think new developers should master the basic fundamentals first, like authentication, database optimization, and also API. And we also need to have knowledge about cloud computing. For example, you can try to deploy your own project to GCP, Azure, or AWS maybe, um, and try to learn how to integrate AI into your projects. It's like just a simple AI into your project to gain experience, practical experience.
Okay, thank you. I think enough from me. I want to ask again first. This is my personal
Yeah,
question. I want
yeah.
to ask, like me, in my, uh, if most of people like me, of course, we are too lazy. Maybe we are too lazy to study new tech stack. Can you make like tips or trick that make you don't lazy again to to study new tech stack like that?
Um, the tips would be when you try to build a project, you have to force yourself to build a project,
Of
and
course.
then make sure the project is interesting to you. Because I find that I have a lot of side projects. I did a lot of side projects, and a lot of it did not finish. I find that I finished the projects that I like with the concept that I like. So you can try to maybe spark your interest and build a project around your interest so that you would not leave it undone.
Okay, I want to ask again. So you are full stack, right? So you must
Yeah.
design the web and make the logic. I want
Front end is okay. Okay,
okay,
keep question. What is your question again?
okay. So you know you are a full stack developer, right? So you are
Yeah.
design, you are make the front end and you make the back end, right? Are
Yeah.
you what happened to me? So I'm so bad in front end developer, like maybe the styling or maybe styling. So is there any tools that you use to make the design of the project or maybe tech stack? No tech stack, the framework. Which better, like Bootstrap or Tailwind CSS, like that?
Um, I don't like Bootstrap honestly. But I like Tailwind CSS. If you're
Tailwind.
good with CSS, you should always use Tailwind CSS because it is faster to build with Tailwind. In the context of full stack development, we didn't really spend much time on the front end because much of the work is done for the back end.
Oh,
Yeah, because
okay.
the front end, we get a lot of framework for it, so that we can do front end very quick.
Mhm. Uh, Again, wait. I want to ask again. So
All right.
for the back end, is there any other framework or other language to use in back end developer? Bit Laravel.
Yes. So as you know, Laravel is framework for PHP, and so there are other framework for different languages. We have Django for Python,
Mhm.
um, ASP.NET for C Sharp. In currently in Malaysia, the big companies always use ASP.NET, C Sharp,
ASP.NET.
especially the banks, and for company like Petronas, they use Java Spring Boot for the microservices.
Mm. Yeah, thank you, Mr. That's all for me. That's all for me. Thank you so much,
All
Mr.
right. All right.
Okay,
Welcome.
Mr. Mayor, that's all the questions that we have asked. We are very thankful and grateful that you have spared the time for us. You give your experience, you share your experience and insights today. It's been a great learning about your journey and approach of full stack development. Before we wrap up, do you have any question for us? Or anything you would like to that we didn't cover before?
Um, I think no, but you did record, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, right. Okay. I think I have no more question for you guys. Just good luck for the assignment. May I know what which year you guys are currently in? Which year? Like first year, second year,
Second, yeah. Second year.
second year. Very good, very good. So you guys are all software engineering major or computer science?
Information. Computer science. Computer science. Computer science.
Computer science.
Yes.
So it's very general.
Yes. Yeah. Before we end this interview, can you give us a close statement maybe to motivate us?
Okay. First statement would be try to find your own path in this big industry. The industry is expanding very fast. A lot of new technology every day, and we'll see a lot of great changes over the years, especially with AI and possibly quantum computing. Um, anyway, just keep on learning and don't fall behind. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for your time. Thank you again, and we're really grateful for your response. We will watch again what we have recorded before. We will keep reviewing and improve our skill. We are very thankful. Thank you, Mr. Thank you,
All
Mr.
right. Welcome. Good luck. Bye
See you,
bye.
Mr. Bye bye. Okay, so guys, that's our interview with Mr. Mayor. We hope you enjoy and you learn something to how to become a full stack developer. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to your friends so they can watch too. And we from group two. We're gonna say thank you. See you next time. See you next time.